Hi! Welcome to the Frame Game! Remember those awesome movies we loved as kids? Well, guess what? They might seem a little goofy now that we're grown-ups. Let's revisit some of those films and see if they still hold up. Let's get started.
So, kiddo, what do you want to do for fun?
I want to make cupcakes.
Cupcakes? Oh, yeah! To the kitchen!
Number 9. The Power Rangers Movie, 1995. Remember how cool the Power Rangers movie was in 1995? The costumes were awesome, the fights were epic, and it felt like a big adventure. Now that we're older though, the story might seem a bit basic, the acting a little cheesy, and the effects a tad goofy. Even though it reminds us of happy times, what excites us in movies has changed as we've grown up.
Over there! Let's power up! Right!
Here they come! Number 8. Space Jam, 1996. We all remember how mind-blowing Space Jam was back in 1996. It was like the ultimate crossover event. Seeing our favorite Looney Tunes characters like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck team up with the legendary Michael Jordan on the basketball court was pure magic. Back then, the mix of classic animation and real-life action felt totally new and groundbreaking. It was like stepping into a cartoon come to life. But hey, guess what? Sometimes things change as we grow up. Now that we're older, the story of the movie might seem a little basic. We might understand the plot twists a bit quicker, and the jokes might not land quite as hard. Also, the movie relies a whole lot on heartwarming feelings and lessons about friendship and teamwork. While those things are still important, they might not be as surprising or impactful for us as adults. Even though Space Jam might not hold the same magic it did when we were kids, it's still a fun trip down memory lane. And who knows? Maybe it'll inspire a whole new generation of young basketball fans and cartoon lovers.
You heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the Mean Team. Ready?
Number 7. Batman and Robin, 1997. The bright costumes, crazy fight scenes, and seeing Batman and Robin team up were totally epic. But hey, guess what? As we get older, our tastes change. Now that we're grown-ups, the movie might feel a little, well, cheesy. And all those jokes about bats and eyes might make us groan instead of laugh. Plus, the story itself seemed kind of simple compared to other movies we watch now. It's like the movie wants us to just enjoy the cool gadgets and action without thinking too much. While Batman and Robin might be a bit cringy for us now, it can still be a fun reminder of how much we loved superheroes as kids. Number 6. Super Mario Bros. 1993. We all thought the Super Mario Bros. Movie was amazing back in 1993. It was so cool to see Mario and Luigi jump off the screen and into a real movie. The world they lived in looked wild and wacky, just like the video game. It really made us use our imaginations and dream of crazy adventures. But guess what? Sometimes movies we love as kids aren't quite as awesome when we grow up. Now that we're older, we might notice that the movie isn't really that much like the original game we loved. The story might also seem a little boring, and the special effects, which seemed amazing back then, might look a little silly today.
The power to rule the universe.
Get me the rock!
Number 5. Inspector Gadget, 1999. It had everything. Cool gadgets, funny jokes, and a wacky detective named Gadget to cheer up for. Those gadgets were awesome, and we loved seeing Gadget trip over himself and get into trouble, but somehow always win. But hey, things change as we grow up, right? Now that we're older, the story might seem a bit simple and the jokes might feel a little childish. It might not be quite as exciting as it was back then. Number 4. The Flintstones, 1994. The live-action Flintstones movie back in 1994 was a real treat for kids. It was like stepping right into bedrock. Seeing all our favorite cartoon characters brought to life, from Fred Flintstone to Wilma and Pebbles, was amazing. The movie was full of bright colors, wacky gadgets, and jokes that had us rolling on the floor. Back then, it felt like the funniest movie ever made. But hey, times change. Now that we're older, we might notice that the jokes aren't quite as sharp, and the story itself might seem a little basic. It might not be as deep or complex as the movies we watch now. Number 3. The Cat in the Hat, 2003. It brought Dr. Seuss's wacky world to life with tons of bright colors and a silly cat who got into all sorts of trouble. It felt super fun and imaginative back then. But guess what? Sometimes grown-ups see movies a little differently. Now that we're older, we might notice that the movie isn't exactly the same as the book we loved. The jokes might seem a bit more like kid stuff now, and the story itself might not feel as deep or interesting.
Don't forget everything you know about making cupcakes and say hello to the amazing cupcakeinator. I'm so excited!
Number 2. The Santa Claus 2, 2002. This is a flick that charmed children with its festive spirit, humor, and the magic of Christmas. The sequel continued the magical tale of Santa Claus, appealing to your youthful sense of wonder. However, as adults, the film's basic plot and predictable storyline lacked the depth and complexity desired. Still could pass as a decent family movie though.
What do you mean you didn't eat this? Who did? A squirrel?
Number 1. Kangaroo Jack, 2003. For kids, Kangaroo Jack 2003 amused us with its comedic misadventures and talking kangaroo blending humor and adventure. The quirky premise was fun. Go back and rewatch this now that you are older, and you might find it that the film's juvenile humor and thin plot may not have the same charm.
Total shutdown of motor skills! English, Blue, English! Fire and crash!
So there you have it, a trip down memory lane with some movies that might not hold the same magic they did when we were younger. What do you think about this topic? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Frame Game channel. I'll see you in the next video.